Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to my channel. I'm actually doing a collaboration today with Jeannie, and she is from Happy Humble Home Life. So definitely go check out that video. I will have it linked down below along with her channel, and definitely show her some love. And if you are here from Happy Humble Home Life, Jeannie's channel, welcome. My name is Jessica, as you can probably see by the name of my channel, and I would love to have you as a subscriber. So don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down below and hit the notification bell next to it, and join our little community here. Let's go ahead and just get right into this. I like to call it Our Breastfeeding Journey because it wasn't just mine, it was mine and my baby Lily. And I'm also gonna throw in a little bit of tips there too. Our baby Lily is now almost 11 months old, and we recently stopped breastfeeding. It was a bit of a weaning process, which I will get to, but let's start from the beginning. So Lily was born on October 26th, 2016. We had a super easy delivery, and straight away I held her, put her on my chest, we did skin to skin, and within 60 minutes, which is usually what they tell you to feed your baby within the first 60 minutes of them being born. So we did feed within the first 60 minutes. She was just doing skin to skin, and next thing you know, she started moving her way towards my nipple, and we started to feed, and it was absolutely amazing. I knew all throughout my pregnancy that I wanted to breastfeed, so I was so happy about the fact that she just latched on. It was super simple, easy going in the hospital. While we were there for 3 days, and then on that second night in the hospital, she had actually started feeding like crazy, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, you know, I just didn't know. So finally I ringed a lactation consultant to come to my room, and she came in and she said, it's just cluster feeding. That kind of eased my mind because I thought maybe she wasn't getting enough or things like that. So that scared me a little bit, but the fact that she told me, oh, she's just cluster feeding, eased my mind. And then on the third day, we went home. So then as soon as we came home, I actually was able to take a nap because of course you're on like this high and you just brought a new baby into this world. And so I actually finally got to take a nap because I didn't really sleep in the hospital, and neither did my fiance at the time. He is now my husband. Neither did he. So he told me as soon as we walked in the door, we had a bunch of family. He said, just go take a nap. So I went, took a nap, and as soon as I woke up, boom, there was my milk. And I'm like, I looked in the mirror and I'm like, oh my gosh, Mike, what is this? This is insane. So at first, if you don't know, you get colostrum in your breast, and that's what they get until your milk comes in, and that is just enough for them until your milk comes in. And then once your milk comes in, that means it's time that your baby needs the actual breast milk. So the milk came in, and it was just like, literally, I woke up from that nap and my milk was there. And it was like, just so crazy. As soon as I woke up, I'm like, holy moly. That will regulate though, just so you know, just to give you a little tip there. So if you wake up and you're watching this right now and you just woke up and your boobs are humongous, it will regulate. Just so you know, the baby will tell you how much milk your body needs to make for them to grow. So then, wake up, I actually feed her, she actually gets milk at this time, and everything is going well. So she would be falling asleep on me while nursing, and that continued for quite a while. I could not keep her awake. I would go to breastfeeding support groups. They would tell me, take her clothes off, get her so she's cold and not warm, because when they're warm and cozy, they want to sleep. She would still fall asleep on me. And the problem that ended up happening was she wasn't back to her birth weight at 2 weeks, which is what they hope for. Anywhere from 10 days to 2 weeks is when they want them to be back at their birth weight, because they do lose weight after they are born. My baby was born at 8 pounds, 7 ounces, and she actually got down to 7 pounds. And it really scared me because the doctors were saying, you know, she needs to get back up, she needs to get back up, and I felt very pressured and very nervous. And so then I started thinking, maybe I don't have enough milk. I just don't have enough milk. I'm not gonna be able to do this. But I was very persistent, and I said, no, absolutely not. I am not giving up. I am doing this. No matter what, I am doing this. I would go to these breastfeeding support groups where I could weigh her before, weigh her after, see how much she was getting. She wasn't getting very much at all. Sometimes she wouldn't even get an ounce of milk because she would fall asleep. And then on the drive home from the support group, she would be crying in the back because she would be hungry. And I just did not know what to do. And so finally, I just went with it. Like, I just trusted my gut. I'm like, she's gonna feed when she's hungry. If she's not hungry, she's not gonna feed. So finally, after persistence and just trusting my body and trusting my baby, I got into the groove, she got into the groove, and it was all good. It was fantastic. And it actually took almost a month. I believe it might have been even past a month, a little bit past a month, where she was finally back to her birth weight. So it took that long to just, like I said, just trusting what is happening. And I remember clearly at that appointment, I believe both of her grandmothers were there as well. We were so excited. We were like, yes, Lily, mama, good job. I was so proud of myself, and I was so proud of her, because we did have that long stretch. A month is a long time to worry if your baby is getting enough milk from you. It's a long time. So we were just so excited and so pleased, and from there it was just smooth sailing. She would fall asleep on me here and there. Sometimes I would let her take naps here and there on me, and I honestly treasure those moments. I loved letting her take a nap on me after she fed, as long as she fed. That was the important thing. As long as she fed, I would let her sleep on me. That's perfectly fine. If she actually fell asleep on my breast, just by suckling, that would actually produce more stimulation to my breast and then more milk production. So it was great for my milk production, and I was producing a ton of milk. I can't even tell you, I have a picture on my Instagram of me holding up this thing, and it's a clear box full of all my breast milk bags, and it is just like, I was proud of that. Mike was a little bit weird about that picture, but I was like, I'm proud of that. Like, that is something that I worked hard on, and I work hard to feed my baby. And so yeah, I'm gonna post that picture, and I'm gonna be proud of it. And I posted pictures of us nursing, and I will put a few in here as I'm talking. And I was proud of that. So you should be proud of that too. Be proud of the fact that you are able to feed your baby from your body. If you're watching this and you are not able to for some reason, or you just didn't want to, that's okay too, as long as your baby is happy and healthy. And so then continues on, and we're just smooth sailing, breastfeeding, it's all good. And then next thing you know, I get sick. The whole family got sick, all three of us. She didn't get as sick because she was getting milk from me, and so she got my antibodies, which was great. So she only had a fever one time. Mike and myself, we were very, very sick. We got sick with the flu. It was awful, and we were actually away at the time, and my milk supply significantly dropped. And so that's when I got very, very concerned. I did a ton of research on YouTube. I watched a ton of videos. I did a ton of stuff searching on the internet, forums, all that stuff. I actually learned so much, and that's when I made a video about how to increase your milk supply. And I will actually link that up here, and I will also link it down below. It's actually done really well. It's my top video I've ever made, even though I was such a novice at the time, and I'm still a novice. But I guess it helped a lot of people, and I'm so glad to hear that. I actually used all of those products for quite a long time, and I've used them up until a certain time that I will tell you about in just a few minutes. But they really, really did work. So if you are struggling with your milk supply, definitely go check out that video. It will really help you. I also did boosting your milk supply with a lactation smoothie, which is so great. It tastes so good. I still drink it to this day. So go check that out. I will link that below as well. Finally, I got back up to the supply that was needed to feed my baby. I wasn't able to produce all that milk that I had extra stored, like in my fridge and in my freezer, but I was able to still produce enough milk to feed my baby, which was most important. And then when she got around 9 months old, she really started to get distracted when she was nursing. She would pull off and want to go play or want a book or want this and that. And I was like, she is just not as interested anymore. So gradually I could tell that she was taking in less milk. So finally I saw the pediatrician and I asked her, you know, around how much should she be drinking at this age? And we do have a scale at home that we bought because I used to go to the breastfeeding support groups because I could weigh her before and weigh her after and know how much she was getting. So I actually went on Amazon and bought this scale so I knew exactly how much she was eating, especially in the early days. I will link that scale down below if it is still available on Amazon because it was super cheap. It was like $39.99. And just to have that knowledge and kind of like ease my mind and know that she was getting enough was totally worth $39.99. So I saw that she was taking in less and less, and that was starting to worry me. Is she getting enough milk? Is it time to wean? Is this her telling me that it's time to wean? As the next month rolled on, that is when I definitely could tell that she was just, you know, it was done. And we actually fed, and we didn't incorporate formula up until August 24th, 2017. So just shy of her 10-month birthday. So she was 10 months old when she was weaned, and that was the last feeding. We didn't actually take out any feedings as we were weaning. We just stopped right there. Hey mamas, I just wanted to add that I am still pumping to wean my body off of producing breast milk, because if you do stop cold turkey, that can create things like mastitis and engorgement, and you don't want that to happen. So I just wanted to make sure to add that in the video because I did forget to mention that. That morning was the last feeding, and I actually didn't know it at the time, but that afternoon when she just would not nurse, I'm like, this is it. Like, she's telling me, even though she can't talk to me, she is telling me that this is not what she wants anymore. And at the time I was very upset. You can actually see a vlog of me very upset, which I will link below or up here. It was, I'm gonna try not to get upset. I did my makeup for this video, I'm not getting upset. So yes, August 24th, 2017. Hold on. Okay. Gosh. You're gonna have to give me a minute. So yes, August 24th, 2017 was the last time that she ever nursed from me. And I did not know that that was gonna be the last time, and I much prefer it that way. If I would have known that it was gonna be the last feed that she ever did, I would have been crying the entire time. And just like in that vlog that I posted, the things that she did when she would feed with me, that is a bond between her and I. So, you know, she would play with my hair, she would play with my nose, she would stick her fingers in my mouth, she would stick her fingers in my ear. You know, we would do so much during that time. And so that's why moms that breastfeed or are going to breastfeed, you will soon understand, or if you have breastfed, you will understand exactly what I'm talking about and why I'm crying right now, or why I was just crying. Yes, that was the last time we breastfed, but we had an amazing breastfeeding journey. I am so proud of myself. I wanted to make it to 12 months, that was my goal. And honestly, I'm so proud that I made it to 10 months because I think that is a huge achievement that I was able to nurse my baby from my body for a whole 10 months. Even if you can do it for a whole week, that is an achievement. You should be proud of yourself. Even if you do it for the first 3 days so they get the colostrum, that is a huge achievement. And we all should be proud, no matter how long we breastfed, we all should be proud of ourselves. So now I just wanted to include a few tips that I've learned along the way. And my number one is trust your baby and trust your body. I can't stress that enough. If you think something really is not right, seek out a lactation consultant, go to the pediatrician, and see what they have to say. See if there's anything that they can do to help. My next tip would be if you are struggling with the fact that it hurts, because that was something that I struggled with in the beginning. It hurt so bad, especially on the left side. If you look at my breastfeeding tips and essentials video that I did back when I first started YouTube, you will see that I will recommend the Medela nipple shields. And I actually use those for only like 5 or 6 days, and then my nipple was healed enough to not be in excruciating pain when I fed my baby. And I know a lot of people say that those are bad, but only if you use them for long term. They're not bad if you use them short term so that you can still continue to feed your baby, because that's one of the main reasons why a lot of people stop, is because they're in such pain. Another big reason is because they think they don't have the supply there. You may think you don't have the supply, you probably do. That's a big thing for women, is they don't think they have the supply. You probably do, and you just think that you don't. But if you do have the feeling that you don't, definitely go check out that video that I talked about before. It will have all the products listed in there that I recommend, and check out my lactation smoothie video as well. It will have all the products and what you need to boost your milk supply, and I'm not kidding you, they actually work. And my next tip would be, and my final tip, is just cherish this moment that you have, because it only lasts for so long. And I did definitely cherish it for the time that we had it, and especially more towards the end where I knew that it was coming to an end. But even in the beginning, when you're stressed out and you're up all night feeding your baby, just remember that this will come to an end at some point. So just cherish it. That is our breastfeeding journey. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. That really helps out my channel. And don't forget to hit the red subscribe button down below, or you can hit my face on the screen right now. Don't forget to hit the notification bell next to it so you can be notified each time I upload a video. And I really appreciate you guys sticking around till the end. I love you guys. I will see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye guys.